As a chef, when you're preparing a dish, are you thinking about the connection between the wine that could pair with that dish that you're preparing?
I do. I'm very conscious of the importance that the absolute perfect pairing of wine and food does to elevate a dish that I've created. I may have a concept as how, in my mind, as to how it's going to look and how it's going to taste, and I know that if I select the right wine to go along with that, that experience is going to be elevated to a much higher level. And it more so than the wine could on its own, more so than the food could on its own. And by having a good balance between that, having that in mind, I think that's what makes some chefs really stand out, is getting involved in a situation where they have control over the wines that are being offered and control over the menu being prepared. The two of those functions have to go hand in hand to produce a memorable meal.
When you're preparing a menu, will you try different wines? Like you may prepare something and think a certain wine would go, and then all of a sudden after you're tasting the dish, you may...
Happens all the time. As a matter of fact, it happened today. I'm serving a cheese course. My first thought would have been barrel-aged Chardonnay. It's a fatty cheese. It would have gone well with that. If not, maybe the Sauvignon Blanc, maybe the Viognier. But on thinking about it, realizing I had raspberries and I had pastry, which is pretty rich in butter, I wanted something that had some tannin. Going along with that, it's going to cut through that layer of fat and allow the flavors to expand on your taste buds instead of being coated with all that fat. It's going to cut through that. The two of these are going to go great together, especially with the pairing of some raspberry essence already in with the red wine. It seemed much more natural to me that I would make this pairing.
Now, you've made a brie dish.
Yes.
Which is usually like a starter dish.
Right.
As a chef, when you're coming up with the pairings and the other elements of your meal, you know, you're looking at the different tastes, different nuances between the food and the wine. Would that change the way, if you're going to serve the raspberry wine with the brie, what you may have as your first or second course?
Well, absolutely. I mean, especially in the wine pairing dinners we're doing here, it's quite a challenge. We're doing a 5-course meal. My goal is to make the menu itself make sense over 5 courses, so that as we start out, we'll be having this dish coming up as our starter course in one of our dinners in June. And I need to then pair from there so that my next course doesn't fall short of the experience you're going to have in the brie, but it isn't going to be so strong that now I'm going to have trouble getting you into the 3rd course and then to appreciate the 4th course and then the dessert. All of that has to work in harmony, and it's by balancing the right wine with the right course in the right order. And you can do a lot of variations. We may start out with a red, but then I can get into a white, say, in the next course, which in this case is going to be a grilled endive salad with peppered strawberries. Now I want to go with the white with that acidity, some of those nice fruit flavors in with that white wine, and it's going to take you away from the heaviness of that first course and give you this nice light grilled experience with the white wine. And now your palate is cleared and you're ready to go on from there. So then you have pairings down the road. You've got all, you know, your full repertoire of what you can do is now opened up to you just by choosing the right wine and the right second course. First and second courses, I think, are the most important. Everything else falls into place once you have them.